Hey honey buns, and what is up? As you can see, I have this two-piece here from Shein that is too small, and we are going to be turning it into a cardigan. So let's get started.
HoneyBuntv.
You making me wanna spend this money, gorgeous, all on you, girl.
Okay, honey buns, you are going to need a pattern. You're going to need a zipper, some scissors, as well as measuring tape and some pins. The first thing that we are going to do is take our cardigan and make sure that the seams match up to each other while it is laid on down. And as you can see, this cardigan is very long, so we are going to have to go ahead and cut it. Now, I'm going to take my zipper and place my zipper where I would like for it to start on my body, for where I want it to zip up and zip down. And as you can see, this is a long zipper, but the cardigan is longer, so I'm just gonna cut approximately 3 inches away from where the zipper stops at and go about my business there. If you want to keep your dress the length that it is, or the cardigan the length that it is, you can keep the cardigan the length that it is. I'm sure I had to cut that thing. Now you are going to place your pattern on top of your cardigan and match it up to where the shoulder point is. As you can see that I did that there, and then you're just going to simply cut it on down. And you are going to cut under the arm area. So after that, we are just going to fold this up and move it onto the side, because then we are going to get ready and cut our sleeves into a ruffle size. Now, I did make these pants into a skirt, but girl, it just didn't eat the way that I thought it did. So that's okay, and that's all right, because with the scraps at the bottom, like I said, we are going to make these into some ruffles to put on the sleeves, which is going to make it pop and going to make it even cuter. Now, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. This is optional. With the sleeves that I have cut, I'm literally, since it is already folded correctly, I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to fold it into a square, which you will see me do. After I fold it into a square, I am just going to cut from point to point in a triangle. Now, this is the first step on how to cut this, and this is also the first cut. The second and the last cut will be at the top. Now, my wrist was 6 centimeters, so really and realistically, it's folded over and it's on fold. You would take a measuring tape and fold it in half and put measure the distance from 3 inches on there and just cut across to open that up. And as you will see later on in the video, that it fits perfectly on my wrist. Now, the cardigan, we are going to get ready to sew, and all you are going to do is open it up, flip it inside out as you can see here, and sew it on down, straight down. After we get done sewing, we are going to hem the bottom of the dress. Now, hemming the bottom of the dress is literally just folding it over and giving a professional seam on top of it, which I'll show you, but I'm just going to show you how the cardigan is going to look. It looks like nothing was even cut. But when it comes to the hem, like I said, you are just going to fold it over. And in this instance, I literally just folded it over twice to give it even more of a clean edge, because I didn't cut as straight as I thought I did. Oh, that fabric was hard, but it got cut. So that's why I'm folding it over twice. And if you want, you can start from the middle and then sew to the edge point, or you can start from one edge point and go to the other. But it may be easier if you are a beginner to start from the middle and to sew down to the corner point. And of course, we couldn't forget the zipper. So like I showed you in the beginning, I folded these extra flaps that did not have metal on them over because it just looks better. And all you just do is fold that flap over and give it like 2 stitches, a front stitch, a back stitch, a middle stitch, and you should be fine. And where you see my pins here, that is where you are going to place the zipper at, because that is my point where I wanted it to start. And you are just going to sew. Now, a question just popped in my head. Honey bun, how do I know where to start? Well, you are going to start at about 3 inches above your top bust. Okay? So that's kind of under your armpit area. Next up, we are going to cut our sleeves so we can put our sleeves on, our ruffle sleeves on, excuse me. And we're just going to cut that black piece off. Now, if you don't got a black piece or got a piece on top of it at all, you don't got to worry about that. But we are just going to take that ruffle and we are going to place it on top, right sides facing each other, and sew around. And all you got to do is literally just that, sew around, and take your time while you are doing that. When you are done, it should look just like that, how I flipped it over. Now that we are done with this one, we are going to go ahead and we are going to do it for the second sleeve. Now remember, this is optional. You don't have to. I wanted to. Remember to take your time and you will get there in due time. This is how she should come out. Isn't she cute? See you honey buns on HoneyBuntv _ next week. Mwah.